Hey guys, welcome to another week on Tracey's Universe. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Tracey, and thank you for taking the time watching my video. I hope you like it this week. But anyways, this week I decided to make a 50 random facts about me, just to get to know me just a little bit. And new this week, I got my very first Lavier microphone. Hopefully it works, and if I'm not saying that right, my bad. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started on the video. If you haven't seen my introduction video yet, my birthday is on July 25th, and my zodiac sign is a Leo. My favorite animal is a bird. Bird plushies. Oh, bird figurines. My bird sculpture. Sculpted him. It's supposed to be a pin holder. Foot fell off. Bird pin collection. Still have some of the tag on some of them. My bird posters. My bird calendar. Growing up, I had a neighbor who was raising birds, and I had such fascination with that too. That's how they became my favorite animal. The second place is I have a tie between cats and dogs. I love all animals, but that's my list of categories. My favorite color is purple, but I like the combination of like purple and black or blue and black and all that stuff. But if I had to choose one color, it's purple. My favorite movie is The Lion King. I've always loved that movie when it came out in 1994, or maybe 1995. But I've had like figures and everything. I've been collecting them when they came out in VHS and all that. My first pet was my hamster named Basil. I named him from the Great Mouse Detective. And I called him my Poizel. I don't know why. Just a little childhood nickname, Poizel. And then I had another hamster named Wilma. And then I had Rex, my parakeet. And Precious, my cat. And I've had a bunch of different cats, like Patches and one named Bravo. They were both white with black spots on them. Oh, and I had Peanut. He was a gray and white cat. And then that's whenever I got Louie, and then Pookie, and now I have Tweety, all in those years. We have a total of 3 pets. Tweety, my baby. Princess, the family dog. Well, it's my sister's dog. And Snowflake, because she's my sister's parakeet as well. I can draw a cartoon dog in 30 seconds. I have a second language I speak, and that's Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Tracey. Y que tienes bonita día. I say weird words like my stomach hurts or boings, the boings are burning, and gosh, dingus. and fiddlesticks and the challenge and say like all this, or seedless is another one. I kind of say it in a weird pronunciation. Weird kid here. I never played with Barbies or dolls. I don't know why. I was a weird kid. And I always played with dinosaurs and animals like dogs or cows or sheep. I don't know why, but at that time I was watching a lot of the Don Bluth movies, like All Dogs Go to Heaven and The Land Before Time and all that. I just love those movies at that time. Oh, and Jurassic Park. Then came out The Lion King, and I just played with nothing but animal toys. I create nicknames for my pets. Like for Tweety, for example, I call him my Babysaurus, because he likes to walk on the floor. He's like a little dinosaur. And Babyscon. I don't know why I named him that, but it just came out one day. I've never been stung by a bee before, so I don't know if I'm allergic to them. I'm scared to find out. But I have been bit by a cat, a dog, a bird, and a hamster. And all of them caused me to like bleed and all that stuff. But I would say the worst bite was my hamsters. Because they would bite me and they wouldn't let go. That hurt. When I was living with my dad, I went to Disney World once in my life. And that was a 28-hour drive. So, I mean, there was some stops here and there, but I remember just going straight through, and that was real tiring. I've lived in Texas all my life. I live in South Texas. But the only time I've been out of state is to go to Disney World in Florida. And I've been through Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and then Florida. I kind of forgot. I'm not good in history or geography, I should say. But I remember in Alabama there was this tunnel. I was like, whoa. It's because I've never been through a tunnel before, but I have been through bridges a whole lot of times. I need something noisy in order for me to sleep, like a fan going on or an air con or maybe the ticking of a clock or something, because for some reason the silence hurts my ears. I hear like this ringing in my ear when it's too quiet. I'm a whole lot of lazy. Sometimes I don't feel like doing anything, just laying down and watching TV. I don't want to do anything. I still watch cartoons. I don't know, as a cartoonist, I admire like stories or their ideas or just like the animation style and all that stuff. But sometimes I watch nostalgia. That's me. I really get sentimental attachment to things, like if it represents a person or a time like I really loved, then I'll keep it, even if it's a wrapper or a little figurine or something. And that's what leads me to mini hoarding, but I try to keep everything all organized. I used to love online gaming so much. I would spend hours a day being like that. But that's whenever I used to have a laptop and I used to have time. So I used to play online games like Vindictus from Nexon, Dungeon Fighter Online from Nexon as well. Or I think another Nipo took over it. And Arcade too. It's like a big MMO or something like that. I'm the tech savvy one in the household. I help everyone with their technology to sign in and everything. I love technology. I don't know how to swim. I See, I never learned how to swim, and I tried like doing like the paddles and all that stuff when I was younger, and I used to go to the city pool, but I just never learned, and now I have like this anxiety with large bodies of water, or like at the deep end of the pool or something. I like DIY videos, and I like to watch like organization videos. I like to get little ideas, and I like to do like the projects, do it yourself, because I like to fix everything, and I have tools, and I put up like my mini blinds, or I fix some things, just the minor things. The bigger things I get my brother to do it. I'm sorry. And I don't know, we don't call anyone because we're on a very tight budget in my family, so it's best to do it on your own. I can draw, I can sculpt, I can sketch, and I can paint. I know how to do all those. And here's a couple of my sculptures. I made Zira from The Lion King. I guess my bird got a hold of it and chewed the ears and all that stuff, but this was perfect. This was my favorite one. It's kind of like all kind of ruined and all that. I had a tail right here, but I love it. And the next one I have is my character, Grace. It's supposed to be a pencil holder, so that's why it looks all weird. Let me show an example. So it's supposed to hold a little pencil right there. Maybe on this side, this little. When I was little, or a kid, I always wanted a turtle, but I never got one. But right now, I'm okay with birds. I can type 70 words per minute on the laptop or on the keyboard. But I can't show it because my laptop died. I can juggle 2 items. I'm still in the process of learning how to do 3. But when I was little, my padrino would always juggle and I'd be watching him. So that's how I kind of got inspiration. Sweetie! I used to be able to run a straight mile when I was a teenager. I used to love carnival rides when I was a preteen. I used to be able to go to the Tilt-A-Whirl or the Ferris wheel without any fears or anything. And now that I'm an adult, I can't do anything of that without having anxiety cross my mind. I sprained my ankle when I was a preteen on a trampoline one time. I have a persona named Grace. I created her in 2004. My name was on the Who's Who among American high school students, 2002 through 2003. But I believe they went bankruptcy in 2004, and I cannot find that edition anymore from 2002 2003, so that one's a little pointless. I've never been diagnosed by a doctor, but I believe I have ADHD because sometimes I get like bursts of hyperness, and like I can be jumping on couches or like running around the house, and then another minute I feel fatigued, I'm tired and stressed, and then I have anxiety too, and like I get easily distracted. Like sometimes people can be talking to me and all that stuff, and then I'm like daydreaming here, daydreaming over there, and sometimes like I'm like, what? And what else? Oh, and I forget real easily. See, like just right now, I forget what I'm talking about in like a snap. but it's not constant that I always forget things. It's just every once in a while, like I can, someone can tell me like what to do, and then suddenly I'll just, I forgot. I'm afraid of a lot of things, such as heights, because when I'm like only on 3 stairs up or on the ladder, it's like I'm scared to look down or even above. I'm afraid of needles, which like not like thumbtacks or anything, but more like injections. Like if they put one on me right here, I can't look. I always have to turn my face away or my head away, and even whenever they draw blood or anything, I can't do it. So I wouldn't be a good nurse. I do have phobias as well too. I have like social anxiety, and I'm afraid to be in public places. Um, and that includes like I cannot eat in public. It doesn't matter if I'm hungry or anything, just something closes up, like maybe in my throat, and I feel kind of sick and all that stuff. So that's why I hardly do restaurants, because it's just hearing all the people around. And I know I'm told everyone eats, nobody's looking at you, everyone's doing their own thing, but it's just something that I can't get over it. And I'm trying little by little to overcome that phobia. The same thing with sitting in a movie theater. I cannot sit throughout the whole movie without feeling anxious. And I know I did good when I watched The Lion King in theaters, but other times it's like I always have to sit on that seat right next to the exit. So if I feel that high point of anxiety, then I can just go out the exit and get away. Same thing with like big stores, like the mall. I always have to pinpoint exits or the restrooms in case if I have to exit from my anxiety and all that. It's bad, but I'm doing my best to overcome it. I'm not taking any medication or anything, just in case if any of y'all are wondering. I'm just something that I'm trying to be courageous of. And I guess that's also why I'm a cashier too. It's just I'm trying to talk to people so that I can overcome this. I just hate how I'm like nervous and all that stuff, and sometimes I don't know what to say to people and all that, which is my next one. I'm a shy, nervous introvert, and I'm really trying to get over that. Like I said, I'm a cashier and I try to talk to people, but sometimes I feel bad because sometimes I don't know what to say, or it's like I wish I was more outgoing and funny and like I can make jokes and all that stuff, but I can't. Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay. I hate myself sometimes. I almost passed away in 2014 in the hospital because I got really depressed whenever one of my parents died, named Louie. It was a girl parent. I had her for 9 years, and it just kind of really hit me hard when, you know, you've loved your pet and you couldn't do anything for her or anything, so it just kind of hit me hard, and we call it. So then I just stopped eating, and I had no desire to eat. I lost my appetite, and I couldn't eat or drink or anything for 2 months. So that's why that led me to go to the hospital, because I got really bad. On another note, I've seen snow twice in my life before. One in 2004 when it snowed in Christmas. That was a Christmas miracle because it's never snowed here in South Texas in over 100 years, as I heard. That was amazing because it's like it was at night and you can hear everyone playing and laughing and having fun in the snow. And I have pictures, but at that time I put them in a floppy disk, so I do not know how to get to that. And also I saw the second one was in December 2017, and that was around the 8th or the 7th or the 8th of December, but that was after Hurricane Harvey hit our area. I have a strong habit of making triangles out of paper towels, and you will know everywhere I go because you will see these. And I make them because either it's because I get nervous or I'm stressed out or because I'm bored or something. But for some reason I like to pick the little tops or the little point of it because I like the way it feels. But I'm guessing I got that from childhood because I used to have a pink puppy and she had like a little sharp ear. It was a childhood toy. I had her everywhere I went. But she got thrown away one day. Or else I probably would have still had her. And I make them like this. I get a little paper. And then I just fold the paper towel. One more time and you got yourself a triangle. Pick the point on it. I type like this on my phone. And you'll see me do that, like if you ever see me in public. Then I'm always like, hey guys. I can't do like regular, like all like that. Why it hurts my fingers. I am currently interested in scooters and smart cars. I don't know why, but I guess because they're compact or something, and I just feel like being to myself instead of worrying about like a big car or a truck or something and having to worry about my tail or something, or like reversing and hitting someone. Which leads me to my next fact. I can't drive yet, and I've been practicing how to drive and all that stuff, and I'm really, I'm really working on getting my driver's license. I used to be bullied in school, emotionally, not physically. Like, I've never had anyone like push me or anything, but it's like, I guess no one wanted to hang out with me, or they would call me stinky, or I had someone call me stupid in my face one time because I missed the ball in gym class. And just like they show in movies, I was always picked last in like class, or whenever we work in groups and all that stuff, I was always just left out. But I guess also because I was a very shy and quiet kid, but I had my artwork to get me through it. I got this scar, sorry for the close-up, this right here, and I got it not because of Harry Potter, like being a Harry Potter fan. I got it because of a car accident when I was 11 years old. I was a stupid kid, but my mom told me to put on my seatbelt, but there I was, like just in the back seat, jumping around. And then my mom had to suddenly hit the brakes hard because there was a big dog that just crossed the street, and I fell forward. There it is. I never had to get stitches on it though, but it stayed all my life, or the rest of my life. So, and I don't feel anything ashamed of it or anything. It's just part of who I am, I guess, now. I like bright rooms. I grew up in a Tejano family when my dad and my mom were still together. And I would always listen to Spanish music, and I used to love it. I went to concerts. I used to listen to the radio stations all the time. Of course, I'm a Selena fan. I still listen to like the old, like the 90s Tejano and early 2000s. And seems like it kind of changed a little more nowadays. But now I listen to a lot of oldies. I can listen to oldies all day. There's this radio station here locally, Big 93.9, and I can listen to that all day. They have good music. But I also like to listen to a variety of music, like modern day or rock or alternative, country, maybe a little bit of hip hop and rap too. But I like 90s music as well too. All the nostalgia that I grew up with. On a funny note, and I'm a little embarrassed, but I'll just do it. I can make fart noises with my mouth and my palm right here. My dad's side is a really big family, and my mom's side is real small. I hardly know my mom's side because one of them, she has two brothers, which are my two uncles. One of them lives in Michigan, and the other one's here, but he lives in the valley, or the Rio Grande Valley. And I don't really, I have a lot of cousins and stuff, but I never really got to know them. And on my dad's side, I know everyone, but I know now there's a new generation, and I wouldn't mind meeting them one day. So, to all my family. I also have health issues. Like, it's around my stomach area mostly. Like, sometimes I have indigestion, heartburn, a little bit of nausea, but that's also where my anxiety gets me too. Sweetie, are you on the camera? I have really bad allergies. Like, usually when I get allergies, it looks like when I'm sick or something, because my eyes water, I start crying, it hurts right there. Usually people ask me if I'm sick. I'm not. It's just allergies. But when I do get sick, I get hit hard. Just down in bed, but I'm always forced to go to work anyway. And the next one, I'm an undercover hotbed. I don't like to admit this one, but I'm always moody, and sometimes it's like I try to hide it, but sometimes I can't. Like when I'm in public, sometimes like when I'm dealing with customers and all that. It depends on how they react towards me, and sometimes I show like a little bit of anger towards them. I get moody. Sometimes I don't want to be there in public, or I don't want to be at work. But then here at home, I try my best not to get mad, but I don't know. It's kind of hard. Sometimes I get moody that stuff, but I mean, no one's perfect. I am a fire sign, so I'm a hothead. My all-time favorite quote is "Remember who you are," because sometimes I do get like signs of depression and stress, and sometimes I just want to give up because I feel like a failure. But then, like when I hear this quote or when I read it, then it's like, and then I remember who I really want to be. I really want to be a cartoonist and an animation director. The other one I like too is believe in yourself. It's kind of the same thing, but I like remember who you are the most. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for taking the time watching the whole thing, or if you skipped around, that's fine. I probably would too. Can relate to anything, then write on the comments below. If not, then it's cool. So we're all different people. But hopefully I can see you next week, and thank you for joining me on Tracey's Universe. I'll see you next week. Bye.